Welcome, Cancer, to your reading for October 2023. First of all, I just want to say a big apology for this reading being so late. Usually my readings come out at the beginning of the month. I think I made a fatal mistake of trying to get out a mid-month collection of readings in September, and that just really put me back on so many other things that I had to get done, that this is now delayed. But having said that, it's really not a bad thing, because we're doing the reading as a recent, past, present, near future. So doing it from the perspective of the middle of the month is actually quite interesting, because we get to look back and then we get to look forward. So it may well be that I do it from the middle of the month moving on. So we'll see how it goes. But please accept my apology for anyone that's been hanging around waiting for this reading. The other thing is Moose. I'm going to give you an update on his growth. It's been about 3.5 weeks since you last saw him. So he's sleeping at the moment, so we'll get a sneaky peek at the end of the reading. First things first, let's pull an oracle card for the end. Okay, so I'm going to put that, where can we see it? Put that there. Okay, about there, yeah. Okay, so let's get it going. Let's see what's been going on for you guys, Cancer, over the last couple of weeks in your recent past. Cards have been pre-shuffled, so don't need to do too much. Just cut them. Let's see. Okay, so we're getting quite a fair bit of Wands energy here, fire energy. So 4 of Wands, Queen of Wands, King of Wands, and the King of Cups. 4 of Wands means that you could have been spending time celebrating over the last couple of weeks, or just enjoying time with family, friends, that kind of thing. Okay. It is a feeling that you're feeling much more stable now, Cancer, as well, that you're really quite enjoying life, whereas I think, in the past you've kind of there's been struggles of one kind or another, but I feel like you're starting to enjoy life and relax a little bit more. Interesting that we've got the Queen and the King of Wands come out in the centre here. Whether this is depicting a couple in your life, could well be fire energy. So Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. It can also represent parent energy. So if any of you have been spending time with your parents over the last couple of weeks, but again, it can just represent people in your life at the moment who seem to be quite prominent. Also, I'm feeling that coming in from the Queen of Wands, there's definitely a much more energy of being driven, being more proactive, being on it a bit more for you, Cancer. And the King of Wands is bringing in that sort of leadership vibe, just fire energy, which is just all about, literally having the energy, the enthusiasm, the fire in your belly to go and get things done. So then we've got the King of Cups. Okay, so this is water energy. Could be Cancer, could be Pisces or Scorpio. Again, could be someone in your life, could be father energy. Whoever this is, they're there for you. They're empathetic, they're caring. It's quite a loving energy. So let's have a look and clarify these cards and see if we can get more information. Moose has just decided to move. He was in his bed under the window, and he's now sleeping on the sofa next to me. So I tell you what, we're lucky he's asleep, because when I'm trying to do readings and he's awake, it gets quite interesting. That's all I'm going to say. it's been a bit of a challenge with him, but I love him to bits. Okay, so let's see what's going on with these cards. Okay, so more Wands energy coming out. Four of Wands is clarified by death. Death represents change and transformation. So some of you are celebrating something that's happened here, potentially, where there's been some kind of something, well, obviously something to celebrate, but with death coming in as well, I feel like it's, you know, there's been a change for the better, which has caused you to celebrate, whether it's sort of within a close circle of friends, whether it's with just your partner, or whether it's, you know, on a larger scale. There's definitely something here which has changed for you, Cancer, and it's a cause for celebration. What this might be, I'm not entirely sure. Let me pull another one just so if we can get a bit more information. Two of Wands. Okay, so I do feel like it's something you've been waiting for, something that could potentially change your future, and it's you know, something you've been almost dreaming about, and I feel like it's either coming for you or it's coming for you. It's already, you know, it's already there, or you're just, it's on the verge. You know it's coming. It's kind of a guaranteed outcome, whatever it is. Yeah, it's just a really nice energy, whatever this is. Queen of Wands is clarified by the Five of Wands. So there has been some kind of I don't think in this situation it's about conflict or competition. I just feel like it's your need to rise to the top. It's almost like you're now ready to be seen and heard. You're taking control of a situation or situations. I feel like you're the one who is, you know, like I said, with the Wands energy, it's very much about being proactive and getting things done, and feeling driven and motivated, and, you know, and I feel like that Five of Wands energy in this situation is just about you taking control, you know, even taking control with situations that other people aren't getting done. So you're like, right, let me do that. I'll sort that out. It's, you know, quite the opposite of what I've been feeling in previous readings for you. King of Wands is clarified by the Star. So this sort of leadership vibe, this, you know, it's a very different energy for you, and there's a lot of, you know, you're wishing for a lot in the future, and I feel like the Star is giving you hope and recognition. The Star does represent, you know, hope and recognition for the future, but it also represents, as long as you stay on the path that you're on, your dreams will come true. You know, your wishes will be fulfilled. So you're definitely being recognized for your efforts, Cancer. King of Cups is clarified by the Three of Wands, which is interesting because we've had the Two of Wands, and the progression from the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands is the Two of Wands is about planning, and the Three of Wands is about actually taking the next step and stepping into, you know, the results of those plans. So it's kind of like you're expanding your horizons, things are getting done. King of Cups, because it's the King of Cups is clarified by the Three of Wands. I feel like this person is potentially someone in your life who is either helping you get there, or is someone you're planning this with, or someone that's coming with you, if you like, whatever your plans are. So let's see what's going on for you now, Cancer, in your present. like that. Let's just do a cut. Okay. Okay, so we've got the Six of Wands again, Wands energy, the Moon, King of Cups, and the Five of Cups. So Six of Wands is all about victory after a battle. I feel like, you know, that there has been, like I said in your previous readings, it's been a bit of a struggle for you, Cancer. Things have been going on. Potentially things have been happening, haven't been going your way. And there's just been a sort of series of challenges that you've had to get through. But this card represents you're there. You've done it. Don't worry. Challenges are more or less over for you. This is like your victory time. This is like we're winning, we're getting there. Much more positive energy. The Moon does represent, you know, potentially you're tapping into your intuition, or you need to tap into your intuition regarding things going on at the moment. Be careful of being sucked into something that seems like it's a good idea when actually you need to really, you know, check things out thoroughly and make sure that you're not being led down a path which is, you know, not as it seems. So the Moon is all about illusion and also about fantasy. So don't spend too much time fantasizing about things that are unlikely to happen. Stay on the straight and narrow. Keep your head, you know, above water. And, you know, the Moon does illuminate things and can make them look like something they're not. So be careful. Just keep your wits about you. We will clarify, though. King of Cups has come out again. So I do feel like this is someone in your life that you seem to be spending time with, whether it's father energy, whether it's your partner. Again, could be Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio, could be any other sign, as it could be in their chart. Five of Cups. Okay, so this card's about sort of, it can be about, you know, feeling like it's more about concentrating on what you've lost, not what you've gained. I'm not sure why this has come up, but we will find out when we clarify. So yeah, don't slip back into that sort of habit, Cancer, where you're suddenly finding yourself, you know, if something in this process, if something sort of doesn't suddenly pan out and it's a small thing and you just think, oh, because everything's been going so well and one tiny thing doesn't go well, you'll then get into that mindset of, oh, now this is it. Just when I thought things were going good, everything's going to be, you know, everything's going to start going wrong now. Stop the negativity. You know, good things happen and there may be small bad things that happen in that cycle, which is completely normal, because when it happens the other way around, when bad things happen and one good little tiny thing happens in that cycle, we don't suddenly focus on the good thing and go, oh, everything's going to be great now. So you kind of let it go and you let it go over your head, and you need to do the same thing when you're in a cycle of good luck, or good luck's not the word. If you're in a cycle of less challenges and one tiny challenge comes along, that doesn't mean that everything is going to go wrong. So, you know, just keep positive, stay on the path. So let's see, let's clarify. See what's going on here. Here we go, the itchy nose. Right, okay. So the Six of Wands is clarified by the Three of Swords, okay? So this is showing you that this is the end to all your worries, you know, your pain, your, you know, that feeling of loneliness. All of that seems to be behind you. And, you know, accept the fact that this is it now. You are on a much better path. You're on a path to happiness. You're on a path to positivity. You're not on the path. It's already happening for you. So accept it, because this is showing you that pain and, you know, suffering is now coming to an end, or it is an end, because this is about the victory after a battle. The moon is clarified by the 9 of Wands. Okay, so again, this is about, you know, your battle, and the feeling that, you know, it's an ongoing battle. But don't let the moon let you feel like that, because again, the moon can make you see things differently to what they are. You may get bogged down in the detail of something, and something that started out to be a genuinely good thing or a genuinely positive thing, once you start, you know, picking it apart and trying to find the thread that unravels it all, then that becomes something which then becomes another battle for you. So leave things as they are. If they're good, if they're positive, and if they seem healthy, let it be. Trust your gut. The moon does tell you to trust your gut, but be careful of any confusion that you bring into the situation deliberately. So you're nearly there. The 9 of Wands is showing you you're nearly there. There's still work to do, but I think the majority of the big challenges you've been through seem to be on the other side of them, Cancer. The King of Cups is clarified by the 10 of Pentacles. This person is either in a really good place financially, or they're very focused on being in a very good place financially. This can also represent an unexpected windfall, maybe coming from this person or for this person, but I feel like it is something that will directly affect you, whatever this is. It can represent inheritance, that kind of thing, if any of you are in the situation where you're expecting inheritance, trust funds, that kind of thing. So this also is just showing you, you know, there's the family, home, everything you need financially is all there already, all waiting for you. Okay. 5 of Cups is represented, clarified by the Ace of Cups. Okay, so this feeling of, you know, suddenly feeling again like you've something's going wrong, or, you know, this is what you've lost, this is what, instead of focusing on what you've got. The Ace of Cups is reminding you that there seems to be something or someone in your life who is a new love for some of you, quite a strong emotional attachment, and I feel like they're not going anywhere. So whatever is going on in your life, they're there to help you, there to guide you. They're caring, they're loving, they're you know, they bring you happiness and joy. So just like I said, the 5 of Cups is showing you, yes, little things can happen. You know, don't let it ruin what you've got. And remember that the person in your life, I think it's the King of Cups, but we're not entirely sure. This person in your life is you know, is there to help you. So, and also I feel like with the Ace of Cups, it is about a new beginning as well. So this could be just showing you that, you know, we're going from this to this. You know, gone are these days. Say goodbye to these days where, you know, you felt pessimistic and sort of trying to find the negative in everything instead of all the positive. So let's have a look at your near future. What cards shall we do? Let's do these ones. Okay, so we've got the Page of Wands, 2 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Swords. Page of Wands does show that there's, definitely new ideas and you're feeling much more creative coming up. Can represent a child energy, so could be fire energy, would be Sagittarius, Leo or Aries. But if it's not a child energy in your life, then I'm just feeling that, you're much more creative, you're much more productive, you're fired up with ideas. With all this Wands energy, there's definitely, you're much more, can't think of the word, but whereas before maybe there was a blank space about what ideas, what you wanted, what what your aspirations were, they're now all coming in. So the Two of Swords does show that you are undecided about something. There may be a decision coming in for you. It might, I don't see it being anything major. But again, the Two of Swords is all about taking your blindfold off, because you think you've got two choices when actually you have more than two. You just need to take your blindfold off. You might think, being Cancer, but I'm only going to be happy if I have this or this, and I'm not even going to consider anything else. You need to stop that, Cancer. You need to start thinking outside the box. You need to start broadening your horizons. You need to start thinking a little bit more liberally, and see what else you might like, because you will be surprised about what else you could potentially need or want. Okay. Wheel of Fortune shows that yes, there's changes coming in. It's usually changes after a period of challenge or difficulty. Everything is changing for the better. So, and then we've got the Seven of Swords. Okay, so with this one, I'm going to have to clarify, but again, I'm getting the feeling a bit like with the moon is just be a little bit careful about what's going on around you. There could be, potential underhanded behavior going on either in business affairs or, anything at all. It can even be something as simple as watch your bag if you're going out, that kind of thing. Be careful of your bank account, be careful of online, online transactions. Let's have a look and look more into this and see what else we've got. Okay, Cancer, why is the Page of Wands here? Queen of Swords. Okay, so Page of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Swords. Could be someone in your life, air energy, Gemini, Libra or Aquarius. But if it's not, then I do feel like you're claiming that energy of being much more assertive, much more in control. The Queen of Swords is a person who doesn't mince her. She's very good at giving advice, but she'll give very direct advice. She won't mince her words. She'll tell you what you need to hear. She's a very strong and motivated person. So it may well be that you're claiming that energy with this new energy of being, more creative, more... I do feel like, you're going to have ideas and you're going to be very... Like I said, when you get an idea, it's like, no, it has to be that or nothing. This is how I want it and I can't have any variation of it. It has to be exactly like this. So try and be a little bit more, don't be so stuck in your ways, Cancer, because there may be other people in this that actually have an input or have the right to have their say or what they want, or, you know what I mean. The Two of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Cups. So whatever this indecision is about, It does involve someone else. So I feel like it's, if you've got a partner at the moment, you're in a relationship, just remember, again, they've got to have their say. This isn't really all about you. You have to remember that if you're planning your future, anything like that with a relationship, it's equal give and take. Okay, let them have their say. They may well just want to be able to voice their opinion, and then you can say, okay, but do you not think this is better? And it's more than likely they're going to go, yeah. As long as they've been allowed to sort of have an input, I think that's most important. But if you're with another Cancer, this is a problem, because you're going to be like, no, I want this. Oh, but I want this. Anyway, Wheel of Fortune, clarified by the Tower. So this change, like I said, is coming up after a period of difficulty. The Tower is your period of difficulty, and the Wheel of Fortune shows you that we are coming out of that period. You seem to get the Tower in every reading, I think, Cancer. Not entirely sure why. I do feel that you constantly seem to attract the Tower because you're constantly assuming everything's going to go wrong, and that's not necessarily the case. Okay. The Seven of Swords is clarified by the King of Pentacles. Okay, so there could be someone here that is not being very honest, and they could be earth energy. So they could be Taurus, Capricorn or Virgo. Just be aware of someone who is flashing the cash, who seems to be very, like a business owner, that kind of thing. Someone that is trying to make you think that they are very authoritative, very high up in their business, someone that's qualified to give business advice, all that kind of thing, or just someone that is coming across as being, wealthy and authoritative. Someone here could be trying to give you advice or guide you down a path that is what is it? What is it? Down the wrong path, down a dishonest path. Okay. So interesting. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you've got stuff going on at the moment, Cancer, and it's all looking pretty good. I don't see anything like really worrying in this reading. I do see that the negativity can creep back in as soon as something doesn't go your way. Try and stop that growing into something bigger, because it's you are on a path to success from what I can see. So let's see what this oracle card is. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. How apt is that, Cancer? Yes, so you do, as I said, you do need to be open to other people's input, especially if they're people that you're living with or you're in a relationship with, or anything along the lines. You have to be able to let them in, and they have their say as well, because if you're living with them, they have as much right to an opinion as you do. So maybe they want a green sofa and you want a red one. Let's just chat about it and find a happy compromise. Okay. So next is Moose. I hate to wake him up because he's sleeping upside down with his paws in the air right now. But, let me just get him. Okay, here's the sleepy moose. Don't know if you remember how big he was in the last video. He's your sleepy moosey. He's grown quite a bit in 3.5 weeks, but I'm not surprised because he eats like a lion. He's like a lion. Like a lion. His tufty ears. And the belly. You want to go back to sleep? You want to go back to sleep with your mama? There we go. He sleeps like a baby. Oh, he is a good baby. He loves his mama. He loves his mama. Don't you? Little moose, I mean. He's slowly and surely getting, better with George. George has now sort of got to the point where he's sort of playing almost with Moose, but it's quite dominant play. Yeah, it's almost like boxing, but you have to watch a cat's tail to see whether they're being aggressive or not, and his tail has stayed quite calm. So anyway, thank you so much, guys, for watching again, and thank you for subscribing. Anyone that's subscribed, please carry on. If you haven't subscribed, it's just keeps it means that I can keep doing this until, you know, I start getting money coming in from it. At the moment I'm working full time as well, so it keeps me very busy, put it that way. But otherwise, thank you so much. Anyone that's commented, subscribed, liked, anything at all, thank you, guys. I appreciate you all. And I have to go because I have to sort this one out. But in the meantime, what do we say? We say enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey.